o'clock. Good morning. It's Aidan Thomas all over your wireless. I'll be here till 9 o'clock along. Now, I got an email the other day talking about it was the results of a survey that was done by Auto Trader, and they looked at, well, the things that people do in the traffic. And I found this really, really interesting and insightful. They were busy with a thing called the Find Your Happy Place campaign, and looked at the connection that people have with their cars. What do you do in a heavily congested place like Cape Town? We've got the worst traffic in the country and one of the worst cities in the world as far as getting around, particularly in the morning and the afternoon peak. I've got the CEO of Auto Trader joining us, George Minnie, on the line. George, morning.
Morning, Aidan. How are you?
Lekker, man. We spend a lot of time in our cars in this country, and even more so in Cape Town, more than anybody else in the country. What did your survey find?
We do indeed, Aidan, specifically in Cape Town, but on average, the University of Cape Town study showed that we spend more than 16 days per year commuting. Can you believe it? 16 days. What could you do with 16 days?
And if you work it out, I mean, 16 days is 2 weeks in a 52-week calendar for the year.
Yes.
I mean, that's just more than 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a bit of a very precious time, of the very little time we have left on the planet. That's an obscene amount of time, really.
It's an obscene amount of time, and it shows why we need another 2 weeks leave to recover from the 16 days of commuting.
For sure. All right, and that survey found some fun stuff that people get up to, and in some cases, some bizarre things. What can you share with us?
Yes, so nearly half of South Africans talk to themselves while driving. The survey found that nearly half of South Africans talk to themselves, but what's fascinating is women talk to themselves in the car more than men by a factor of approximately 10%.
Okay.
Which is maybe not surprising because women do talk a lot, but women talk to themselves about 55%, and 45% of men talk to themselves in the car. I've often seen in the traffic when I pull up at a traffic light, turn to the side, and somebody's mouth moving, but no one else is in the car. You assume they're on a phone call, but now I'm going to assume they're actually just talking to themselves.
All right, so people spend their time talking to themselves. All right, what else?
So 1 in 3 drivers admit to karaoke sessions in the traffic.
That's our fault. We play damn good music, so people sing along, you see.
Absolutely HeartFM's fault, and it's your jolly good music that I think gets them there. And this is the whole reason why we came up as Auto Trader with the Find Your Happy Place campaign, because we find that people find solitude in their cars. They find it's a place to just escape. And believe it or not, many people snack in their cars. A quarter of people say they snack in their cars.
And I suppose, you know, if you're in traffic and you're there for an hour, I mean, in some cases an hour and a half, almost 2 hours in the morning, you tend, particularly in the morning, you tend to leave home before you can have yourself a proper sit down, wholesome, nutritious breakfast. So yeah, maybe it makes a lot of sense. People commuting. I mean, in fact, I mean, we did a bit of a test a little bit earlier with some people asking what they do. Eating comes up there all the time, every single time. Yeah.
Well, part of our survey kind of alludes to the fact that people hide snacks in their car so that they can be selfish.
Yes.
You know, I mean, if you're a chocolate lover, what better place to hide your chocolate than in the glove compartment of your car on your way to work? I can have this all by myself. I don't need to share it with my wife, husband, kids, or family.
For what? For what? There are people who, as part of the survey results, have said they sleep in their cars. What's that about?
Yes. So, you know, as a result of this 16 days a year, commuting, going to pick up kids, the school run, getting to work, spending 45 minutes to an hour and a half in the traffic, you know, probably Cape Town's 2 to 3 hours, 12.6% of the respondents admitted to napping in their cars. So this is taking naps between commutes. So getting to work, having a short nap, or getting to the school run early or to the school early and having a short nap. Having short naps in their cars between their commutes.
In fact, I mean, it's a thing. The building we work in, I mean, we get to work really early. And generally, by the time I get to work, there are 2 cars parked outside our front door. Guys who work in they sort of work in the building, probably around the corner. And I'm assuming it's one of 2 things. They're either trying to avoid peak hour traffic, and they might live in a part of the city where it'll take them 2 hours to get to work, or they've got to drop partners off or kids or whatever really early in the morning, and they arrive much earlier. But these 2 guys are fast asleep. I mean, and they drive really nice cars. I mean, it's not like they live in their cars. They get to work really early. The building only opens at a certain time, so for an hour and a half, they take a bit of a kip before they go to work.
Exactly. Now, you can imagine you get to work quicker, there's less commute time, you get the best parking at work, and you get to be relaxed by the time you go up into your offices. What better place could you have?
For sure. Listen, I don't know what stood out for you as the maddest thing out of the survey results. I mean, I'm looking at people here. Somebody's, in fact, sent through a picture of her knitting. She knits in the traffic, in slow-moving traffic. When the cars don't move, she's sitting there, she's crocheting and so on. So it's a snack bar, it's a karaoke bar, it's a place of solitude. Self-reflection is your car. I mean, it's
who plans to have a baby in their car? It's likely en route to, the water breaks and you're en route to the hospital.
That surprised me, George. What the hell?
What the hell? I mean, I personally, I think it wasn't planned. I mean, who plans to have a baby in their car? It's likely en route to, the water breaks and you're en route to the hospital and you just don't make it. I would imagine that those 47 people just didn't make it to the hospital. I'm sure that there would have been many babies in South Africa called high luck.
That's a true story. Top class. Listen, it's a fun survey, George. Nice one. I really like this. I mean, and just quickly find your happy place. What is this campaign about that you guys were involved in?
Well, this is our way of trying to connect South African consumers to their cars, because it's more than just metal and a machine. We use our cars every day. We spend an inordinate amount of time inside our cars every single day, and we should see our cars as more of a happy place than a chore. And so we created this campaign to try and bring some happiness in this world of upside downness in South Africa and the rest of the world, and just trying to have some light-hearted fun, so that people can remember that being a human has to be fun in all of this quagmire.
Absolutely. I mean, here's a voice note in from somebody. I mean, this is what she does in the traffic.
Good morning, Aiden, Tanya, and Gabby. This is Becky from Skellies. What I do in my car when it's bumper to bumper, I take selfies, make videos, edit it later, pray and pray, inhale, exhale, think about my life, all my bad decisions, all the happy times. Yeah, there's nothing else that you can do.
Nothing else, eh?
You can plan ahead so that you don't sit in bumper to bumper traffic. Or take a different route. Yeah, any case, guys, have an awesome Tuesday.
Thanks, Becky. You have a brilliant day yourself. Here's Megan, who's also jumped in on the WhatsApp line saying, we live out in Kuils River. That's in the northern suburbs. And we travel to Cape Town. We get there at 5:30. We sleep until about 6:30. My hubby starts work only at 7. I get to nap another hour inside the office. Anyway, thankfully, we both get to work from home from time to time. Yeah, I mean, the work from home thing has become a bit of a game changer for very many people. George, thank you so much. George Minnie, the CEO of Auto Trader. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for spending some time with us on the Aiden Thomas Breakfast Show, talking about the results of this really cool and fun survey of yours. Have a lekker day, mate.
Thank you, Aiden, and see you next time.
Done deal. There we are. Listen, I mean, it's what happens. What do you get up to in your car? 082 222 1